I actually fell through a couple of skylights on roofs, one at Bath Road at Brislington. I actually fell through the skylight and dropped through into the kitchen area. They weren't very happy though, not for the fact that I cut all my legs, it was for the fact that I had ruined all the dinner.
You know, you hear about chefs being crazy. He was crazy, you know. He would throw knives around, you know. Thankfully, I didn't have a lot of dealings with him because I was, you know, dealing on other sort of areas in the hotel, and I just kept out of his way. My friend got it in the neck.
Whelks mussels, that's like eating slugs.
Is it?
Oysters and stuff.
I've never tasted a slug.
Sliding down your gullet.
Yeah, but you don't eat slugs,
like
do you?
Like eating a slug.
Well, how do you know when you've never had one?
That's how I would imagine it to be.
Once I was walking past a house and the door suddenly flew open and a dog with a head the size of Albania jumped out, and its teeth were an inch away from my face and its mouth was so big I could have lived inside that mouth quite comfortably, and I was nearly killed.
Yeah, but if you eat a bit of dirt, it don't matter, does it?
No, they reckon you eat a pound of dirt anyway. In your lifetime, they reckon you eat a pound of dirt. God. Without even knowing.
I've got severe motion sickness. I mean, it used to be pretty bad. I used to puke all the time, but now it's a bit better. And it's not a pleasant experience for me personally, no.
Dog toys, well, they love running and fetching things, so we've got balls on ropes, and lots of dogs, especially the smaller dog, like a Yorkshire Terrier, likes a squeaky toy. That's a high-pitched one, or just for a laugh, we've got ones that'll go.
I regard myself as a kind of ego-driven space-time meat vehicle, and I'm in the centre as the driver, trapped inside the folly of the monkey ego. But I accept that its limitations, but I know that the truth is that it's actually just a space-time version of a larger hyperdimensional information field.
Oh, jeez. I think dogs are more, for a start, I think they smell more. Whereas a cat, you can leave a cat to it, whereas with a dog...
Yeah, but if you've got a burglar coming in your house, at least a dog makes a noise.
Yeah, but you could throw the cat at the burglar.
That's a silly thing to say. Dogs are more interesting. That's the end of it.
No, it's not the end of it. Looking at birds evolved from dinosaurs. Yeah, probably could have done, because they did actually have wings, didn't they? Some dinosaurs years and years ago, didn't they? So it's the size of the dinosaur, and how do you get something like a sparrow or a little wren or something like that from something that's absolutely ginormous, this huge, great sort of dinosaur?
I don't know really. I've never really given it much thought.
Yeah, where'd you get these questions from?
Dirt on food. Dirt on what? Dirt on food can kill you. You can put one mouthful of dirty food in your mouth and you can be a goner. Can you ask me that question?
Cat papu and dog papu. And bird papu.
I had to stand on one leg and do a raspberry. Go arse over what's it in front of 250 people. And I bonked my head. I thought it was a goner. And I heard them as I hit the floor go, and it was weird because it took off. I just flew. And I was just so embarrassed. I was like, no, I'm fine. Just get back on. I'm fine.
We'd be able to do some good tricks if we had a couple more legs. I'm sure we'd be able to work out some new stunts for the show, so that could be a positive advantage, definitely at this stage.
Depends whose legs they were, doesn't it, really?
Obviously we'd adapt in whatever way if we had extra legs. But
you were, wouldn't it? If you had 6 legs, where would your arse be?
Yeah.
This is home, everything is a bit upside down, but that's the way it is.
But it's becoming level.
I've learned that it's very important to be polite.
Yes.
You have to remember to say certain amount of thank yous and sorries. You have to say sorry to people You shouldn't really say. You know, you walk on the street and there's a person walking in front of you.
Yes.
And suddenly those two people perform a dance saying sorry, you know, and you don't know which way to move.
Yes.
I think that was something which I felt a bit bemused by that.
Yes. Mainly, I just watched Jeremy Paxman.
Oh, the best place for rock pooling is definitely Sidmouth. Really, really, really lovely rock pools everywhere. And I was rock pooling with all the little kids. And I was sort of digging around with, like, marvelling at nature. Oh, this disgusting thing, this turd fish, and it kind of was really slovenly, and I pulled it up and I was trying to sort of marvel at it with the children, but it was so disgusting. I just ended up screaming and chucking it.
Slugs, in my opinion, they're ugly looking things, but they're probably eating other creatures, aren't they? So they're probably doing your garden good to leave them.
I don't think they are actually doing your garden good.
Are they not?
They're eating... If they eat your leaves
I
and
know
things,
nothing about
they can wreck
gardening.
your plants.
Can
That's
they?
why they make slug pellets.
Oh well, yeah, you're
They
right.
don't make worm pellets.
Silly old me, I know.
Birds stay in the air through magic. And like, there's all these scientists and naturalists who think they've got it sus, but it's all magic.
You think it's sort of Peter Pan, do you, Ian? Sort of they have a happy thought. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, birds are happy, and that's why they can fly.
But it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller, the areas we can go to. And yeah, it would be great just to be able to roar down London's high street, you know. Woohoo, check me out, everybody. I'm coming past your window. Oh, you know, that would be cool.
There's a train of thought that says that we came to this planet thousands, hundreds, millions, whatever, years ago, and in fact already did colonise this planet as an alien race.
I rarely go to the doctor. The last time I did go, he thought I'd died because I haven't been for such a long time.
They don't look like they're happy. You know, the way they're painted smiles and their hair. And I don't like the music. That that horrible roundabout music with clowns aren't not my.
Vegetarians, I think they're sort of trying to be better than the rest of us. You know, it's been proved, as far as I know, that the best thing to eat is a bit of yourself.
When I'm swimming on my front, I haven't still learned the technique of tilting my head to the side and taking in a breath. I take in a lot of water. That's the way it is. Seriously, I drink so much water that it is a danger to others.
At the end of the day, if you're the right person, you can buy me for 10p.
And then there's elephant poo, which is enormous. And lion's poo, now that must frighten anybody off.
I don't catch flies because they eat poo, and I don't like poo.
I think, go for things that are obvious. Dogs and cats and the like. I mean, there's all sorts of people, they have things in their bathrooms and all sorts, don't they? Alligators and that sort of thing. Wouldn't have it in my bathroom, I can say.
I used to go around the back of shops, supermarkets, going down the back of the skips to get
No
the
problem.
shops out. Yeah, I've eaten food that's been a week old and whatever. Anything from frozen to tins. I used to find all sorts of food in the skips. I was like liberating it.
I've been chased by a Great Dane, a slavering big thing, and it frightened me. I've been bitten by a beagle. I've been chased by an old English sheepdog, which was, I would say that was a springboard into me becoming a Christian.
Mm. You always say dogs come sniffing at your private parts.
Do I?
That's one thing you always say.
Well, they told me they're not, that they're just being affectionate.
Wouldn't be able to do much, could you? If I was attacked by a shark,
Right.
I would scream.
Oh, come on.
Then I'd be dead.
I don't think you could do much, could you?
Well, it depends. If he had me by the leg, I'd be able to scream and scream, but behind me on my throat.
We were just talking about that now, that there's somebody on the news has somebody been attacked by a shark.
Crocodile.
A crocodile.
In
A
Australia.
crocodile in Australia. And I'm just going now.
How do birds stay up in the air? It's all to do with aerodynamics, and that's far too complicated for me to go into now.
Some things aren't worth thinking about, are they like that?
Not all birds stay up in the air, do they?
No, they don't.
If you dropped an emu out of an aircraft, it wouldn't stay in the air, would it?
No.
Yeah, I like the idea of like a good crop of potatoes or a good crop of beans and peas. Whereas flowers
aren't useful.
I mean, they are.
They are.
They're useful in the sense that you
They're
can
pretty.
sit and enjoy it. But it's an awful lot of effort, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. No, too many germs in the sea. Too many things that can make you ill and bad. Oh no, if you want to stay healthy, stay out of the sea. That's what I say.
I can't bring myself around to thinking we came from the sea.
No, I don't think great-great-granddad was a fish.
Slimy though, wasn't
Dogs are just stupid. People go on about how...
stupid as stick insects. Stick insects are the most stupid creatures in the world. I mean, look at me pretending to be a log. Isn't that clever? Oh, I'm a little twig. Isn't that great? I mean, dogs are far better than that.
I think cats make good pets.
There's quite a lot of cats with bad breath, though. That's what I don't like about them.
Cats?
Yeah.
I had octopus once when we were. I didn't know it was octopus, mind.
very tough, isn't it?
Yes.
Very tough.
But I ate it. I'm saying now that I won't eat prawns and all these things, but I ate that.
Yeah.
But when I knew afterwards, like everybody else, I felt quite ill.
What do you mean if aliens existed? Aliens do exist. Everybody knows aliens exist.
So anything that you don't identify that flies past you is a UFO, isn't it? So basically, if it's a bird that you don't recognise, what's that? You get the book out, you can't identify it. That was a UFO, wasn't it?
No, you're being silly.
I'm the kind of person that's sort of a bit of a hypochondriac, and if I get a little sort of nagging pain or something, I automatically think it's something really serious. But then I never go to the doctor,
And
really.
you never shut up about it either.
I know, it's just kind of like typical bloke, I suppose, where...
It's not.
Should we rave about it now?
I'd like to have something that kind of unfold out of your nose like a periscope. like a periscope, so that when you went swimming, you could just shoot this periscope up, and you could just get air the whole time. That would be great.
What I love is just splashing in the waves, and it's really cold, and you just jump in the sea, swim around in there, and it's just really nice.
I've took a lot of tablets all my life, about 23,000, and I'm still alive, but at the end of the day I think without them I'd have been dead.
Early on when you're young you kind of get too excited and you use up so much energy getting nervous. As you get older, now that I'm older, you just try and stay nice, you try and stay calm. Go away!
Well, they're always looking for this missing link, aren't they? And they've never found it yet. The connection between us and monkeys. I mean, what sort of idiot wants to prove he's come from a monkey?
I like stick insects. I once got a train journey with me and 2 stick insects. It was brilliant.
I know, and I very much like a stick insect, but not as a intellectual conversationalist. I mean, hey, have you seen my log impression? Yes. You know, doesn't go much further than that, does
No,
it?
stick insects don't have a developed vocal tract. That wouldn't happen. I think, though, dogs are stupid.
Can I just tell you something? That's not a human ear on the back of a mouse. That is one of the most grotesque misrepresentations that I know. It's a piece of cartilage shaped like a human ear, put into an epithelial covering. It's not a human ear.
What? Jill has a tendency, most mornings actually, to claim that at some point during the previous night, I farted very loudly.
It's got a shed,
Sounds
which I've really
gorgeous.
made up about, because I've always wanted to shed all my life. and now I've got one.
To read pornography in.
Not to read pornography, to have a radio and listen to the football results with a paraffin heater in fingerless gloves.
Actually, I find that one of the most relaxing sounds there is, birds singing.
Yeah, lovely.